Okie dokie. So I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's a new visual novel that Otter has gotten me into that I love very, very much. And it's the first one we're gonna try and do on stream, so please bear with me with the voices while I read things. New territory for me, but it is something I hope to do more of in the future. New game. So I did play through a little bit of it, but I don't think I got past like age 11.
No, I don't think you aged. No, you got one.
I got.
You got one.
Yeah.
But I don't think you got very far.
So I did mark all of the content warnings on the stream just in case. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke, fire. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here, or what on Vertumna is happening. I'm so happy you said that name first, because I would not have known how to pronounce it.
If you ever need a
I
check,
will. Very frequently. There is something important you need to remember. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is ringing in your ears. You try to speak, but the words come out jumbled. Your throat seizes around a lungful of choking smoke and you feel dizzy and confused. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Pretty mushrooms. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like, from Earth? The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. Definitely not a dog.
No, I didn't say dog.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Spooky. You were born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Unlike the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertumna 5, 6, what is that? I don't know, right? Roman numerals? 4? Is that 4?
The 1 is the 4 to 5, so it's 4.
How does that make sense?
With Roman numerals, it's I into 4, which is then IV, because V is 5. So if it's before, it's minus. If it's after, it's addition. So
see why you gotta add math to it.
Then it becomes VI for 6 and VII for 7. And so the I's before it are the 5 after. So after is 5, 4.
That's strange. Anyway, in the hopes they could escape Earth's troubles, they had the old-fashioned way. Wait, they had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They name you. Yeah, we're gonna go with we're gonna go with Fish, just because I love that name.
Yes.
And you can't tell me those two wouldn't name their kid Fish.
Yeah, I mean,
look at them. They're adorable.
One of their names. They're so fun. I love them.
How do you do this?
Okay, so you're here, red person, left and right.
I always mess that up. We're gonna go like I like that there's something. We go there.
And then if you want to go to custom,
Right.
it's
Okay.
so if you want to just go to these as you saw fit,
That's fair.
or if you just want to lean into the non-binary.
Yeah,
just
you know
or
what? That's, I
things.
don't mind that. I like that. I hate partner. That one I hate. That one I'll take sis for.
You could also do Sid.
Oh, I like that better. That's cute.
Yeah, that's fine. I actually
That's adorable. It's a lot better. Oh, and none of these are capitalized, so hold on, let me change that.
Is that what you
That'll be weird. There we go. Human. Captain. Dudette. Parent is fine, babysitter, shelter. Cowpoke, sibling, friendo. Sibling? Sibling is perfectly fine.
Friendo. Searching one here, I actually paid the dog and moved bones to attack.
Forebear? That sounds so formal. We'll just go with parents on that one. Nice looking.
You're pretty.
It's gonna sound like an insult. Why don't you just say pretty? Attractive.
My brain was good. Because I talk about it all the time, how they made it more gay in the like release of the collection.
Oops.
And there's a whole scene where Edgeworth looks at Phoenix and he goes, "You've saddled me with all of these unnecessary feelings." And it's meant to be like, ooh, guilt and remorse about the worst, the way that you practice your law. But it just so comes across as, you've made me fall in love with you again and I fucking hate you for it.
That's fine. Perfect. So, alright.
And then at any time, you can also change them.
Right.
And as well as your presentation, if you want to look more masculine or feminine.
Oh.
Or androgynous.
It's so cool. It really is.
It doesn't show up until later years.
I mean, I can already tell a little bit of a difference in the little profile picture.
A little bit.
Excuse me. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead. Endless jungles and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Rotumna will be like. Every child in the stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first sign of yours. And I don't remember what these do, which is great because I think I'm just going... I remember what that one does because I picked it, but I think I'm going to pick a new one. I want extra fingers. You've heard that long ago, having a sixth finger would have been something that you'd hide or even remove. But Antecedent says some of the best musicians back on Earth have the gene for extra fingers just like you.
And it gives you a +1 skill on
Empathy... Yellow challenges, right. And you get 10 creativity.
That does become useful. There are situations, too, where you can use that to your advantage.
Noted.
Where you'll come across a situation, and because you have the extra finger, you can do anything.
You are very good at making crafts. Which do you do with your friend? Oh, which you do with your friend. Right.
Who's your craft friend?
Who is my craft friend?
I don't think
it's Anemone.
I love you, Anemone. You ain't making crafts.
No.
Girl would be like, ooh, look at this cool
Yeah,
house. Now we
Anemone
can
is
brush.
definitely not making crafts. What about Cal?
Cal might make crafts. I could see Cal craft.
Animals and biology. That's right, Cal and Tammy are super friends. So glad y'all can't see my face right now.
No, it's just great, because, you know, now you have two best
I don't
friends.
think Mars would make crafts with me either.
I think
Mars would force me to make the craft for her.
Mars would watch you make the craft and judge you while you did it.
Yeah.
And you would thank her for it.
No, for real. No, for real. Ooh.
Don't wait till you find out what her augment is. It's gonna make so much sense.
Perception and bravery.
This is secret.
I don't think Dis is gonna be making crafts with me either. And if he is, I'm worried of what the materials are and where he found them and why they're so red and sticky. Maybe Tangent. Maybe I could get Tangent to relax a little bit. No, I could not. I could not do that. I would be making crafts and she'd be sitting there studying and being like, "You're not learning anything."
Her crafts would be models.
No,
Like,
you're
projects she's
right.
working on.
Actually,
Or, like,
Tangent
the
would make some fun
blueprints,
crafts
or,
with
like,
me. Tangent would make some fun crafts with me.
She would make your crafts sciencey.
I hate the obvious answer here.
And why is that?
I can't say that.
Yeah.
This is gonna kill me.
Is this what we're doing?
Tammy is the kindest person you know. She idolizes Antecedent and is always following her around, helping her with the babies or learning how to cook. She has the best snacks at class recess and always shares, especially with you and Cal. She and Cal are just as close, so it's kind of like having two best friends.
Thank God we didn't get far into this because he was
Is
so
that,
bad
wait,
at
is
hiding it.
that why they're connected like that? So that when things happen, that's so me.
No.
I hate that.
I think there's an option to help Cal a little more.
I was gonna say I might actually want to pick Tangent because making models sounds like fun,
Here's the
and
thing.
I would get a little bit of brain power
Do you
with
want-
having a friendship
Do
with
you want to do
Tangent.
this from a role-play perspective, or do you want to do this from a tactical perspective? Because tactically, you should pick Anemone.
Anemone?
You've already got empathy and creativity. You've already got...
Only because I'm looking at
If-
Tangent as a
If
friend.
you back out, does it go away?
Yes.
Never mind. I didn't know it already went. My bad.
That's why I thought
Then-
strategically
then
I
you're
would go with
fine.
Tangent.
You're fine. I saw those there, and I didn't think they locked in until after you made the confirmation.
I think we're gonna go with Tangent.
Go for it. Tangent's my favorite.
She's adorable.
Also,
Okay, shush. Tangent sits right up by the front of the holo projector and always has her hand in the air. She and her twin brother Dis drifted apart when she started genome treatment to make her body conform to her gender. Today, Tang is the girl you always knew she was, but her relationship with Dis is worse than ever. I am already stressed. I just like to point that out. That's funny to me. Can I make that go away? No, not yet. Okay.
what? Oh, this is one last...
Yeah,
Yeah, this is your...
that's
one
fine.
last
Not
run
yet.
To make sure.
You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to another star system, with the planet Vertumna 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods, just in case. I'm more stressed out. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's gonna be fine, Fish, your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. More stress. What a time to be a 10-year-old. Red emergency lights switch on as a siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly, like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, We're gonna play a game. I'm gonna play a game. 2 friendship with anemone, 2 friendship with this, and 2 friendship with cow. Waggle my 6 finger. You start a game of rambutan with some of your classmates. You pick the topic, types of fruit. Cal thinks about it. I can name like 10 types of fruit, he says. I get an extra card called Distraction. 1 extra card when drawn. That will come in handy. Maybe I could name 11 dismumbles, and eminently confidently counters with 12. Back to Cal, he thinks again. I could name 20. The others shrug, and Anemone tells him to go ahead. Apple, orange, banana, Cal starts. And tomatoes are a fruit, and cucumbers, and corn. The game immediately erupts into an argument of semantics, as many games of Radabon do. Rambutan. Rambutan? Yeah. You wait. The shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of déjà vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything is going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel the weightlessness for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow. Lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger? Grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. Distantly, you can feel the ship's shaking has stopped, and you hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbed under you plays a soft tone, and the automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completely healed. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight. Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around, outside, on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Yeah, we're running. Whee!
I really like that you've already got this social vibe going on, so that you like the idea of you being friends with Tangent and being like, hello, I'm very social, and I learned some shit so that I could get close to you and make you social. Like, I saw you being alone over here, so I got smarter to help you not be alone.
Oh, that's funny. Oh! Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. And that's tutorial stuff. Woohoo! I can walk. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head, she says. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics near those domes. They're called greenhouses.
Look at her. She knows you didn't pick her as your best friend.
She's so sad.
It's like, okay, I mean, I get it, you know, I understand. The
Oh.
tangent's so cool.
I would go with you, but, well, this is as far as I've gotten from the ship since we've landed. Tammy stammers, blushing. It's scary outside.
Hey, baby, maybe you should take time away from the ship.
Maybe you should go for a walk, cutie poo. Just a little walk. It'll be nice outside. Come on. Fish! Your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. I love Dad's nicknames for me. They're so cute. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. I love my dad.
We love our dad.
Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two and parts taken off to form other buildings and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. It's beautiful. I'm glad you agree, he says. Your mother and I, we've been waiting a long time to see grass and trees again, even if they are purple. What's wrong with purple trees, Dad? Remind you, I've never seen a tree before, Dad.
Yeah, this is your first tree. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it.
Yeah, but like, might as well be anything, really. It could be a hand-drawn picture of a unicorn, for all I know. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He asked. You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare at the wrapped package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of the sun that your dad made by hand. What if I'm a little brat and I tell him I know what's in it? I'm gonna do that. You describe the medallion, and your dad tisks as he hands you the package. Aw, who ruined the surprise? Was it Seek? I bet it was Seek. They hate fun. He grins and adds, don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, they do. I love that.
You start to explain that nobody told you, but someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Fish, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed, and... He stops himself. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it, your mother and I. I am so worried, Dad. Anytime the parents are like, don't worry about it, we're gonna fix it, your mom and me, I'm so worried.
To be fair, you're what? 7?
No, I was 10 when we landed.
You're 10. Okay.
So at least... this doesn't add up. I was 10 when we landed, so I should be 11, but I know I'm not.
No, I think you're 10 now when you landed.
But my birthday's today. We landed before my birthday. How can I still be 10?
No, then you just turned 11. Yeah. Then today you turn 11 and you I don't know why you made it. My brain went, oh, you turned 10 when you got here. No, you're probably like late.
Yeah, that's what... Okay, anyway, we'll argue about it later. Professor Hal is expecting you in classes, if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing. In the rear end of the bisected ship. That was a sentence. Then he points to the large doors you came out of earlier. Or, you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight. No, go ahead. We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Fish. I love you. I love you too, Dad. I play them because I have a dad who loves me. Hi, Dis. You see Dis sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south, where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need walls? You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through wreckage that used to be your home trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking you from your daydream, Dis whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I fucking believe you, kid. No, you don't, he says. You're being sarcastic, I can tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you.
I wonder if just saying our parents will keep us safe.
Maybe. I don't know. But they're huge and wriggly and dangerous. Stop making fun of me, Dis pouts. You're as bad as Mars. Ooh. I don't want to be bad. Oh, I lost friendship with this. Damn. I didn't think he'd trust their parents, you know? I sure as shit don't. They're just adults. Hiya, Fish. Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you. Because it isn't cold. But it's still neat, and you can make stuff out of it. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says. But earlier, me and Cal made a big snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in medbay. She smiles her broad gap-toothed smile at you. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Nope, just some little bugs. The grown-ups would say if they were monsters, right? She shrugs, then smiles reassuringly. Even if there were monsters, a chief rat would beat them all up. So don't worry. My mom says we're safer here than we were in space. You both look over at the wreckage of the Stratospheric, the spaceship where you were born. Anemone's mom, antecedent, is probably right about that. But look what the wormhole did to your ship. Anemone, why aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead. School! I wondered where everybody was. I guess I'm gonna be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried, do you? It's okay, she says. Professor Hal is chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. She grins and starts racing towards engineering. Hey, race ya! No fair, she's getting a head start. Damn it, anemone. Annie. Damn it, Annie. Nobody else to talk to? Okay, I guess I'll go to school. I will be a good and studious student. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of the wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from a nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Fish. Life sciences or humanities. Either way, friendship with tangent. 15 stress. Unrelated, I learned. 2 creativity and persuasion, or biology and reasoning.
Do you want to be more friendly, or do you want to be more intelligent?
I think I want to be more intelligent. Maybe friendly to start. We're going to start being friendly. We're going to do that. Welcome, Fish, Professor Hal greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to start the glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient earth poetry too. He seems excited about that last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Congruence's scheduling system when you have a chance. She'll be helping me teach them. Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says with a yawn, because I was up late repairing Congruence's sub-terminal, and I could use a nap. I'd like you to write an essay on what the Vertumna colony means to you. All my friends are here. You write about all your buds and the fun things you do together. When Hal wakes from his nap, he asks a few students to read their essays to the class. Mars is annoyed that you hardly mentioned her. Well, you aren't really friends, so... Sorry, honey. I'm gonna butt heads with her so frequently. And this is the card game! We get to play, what is it, poker? Is that what the...
Essentially.
I don't actually...
You have straights and pairs.
Yes.
Flushes.
Yes.
It's poker.
I get the rules, I just... You know... Draw an extra card when drawn, and a bunch of zeros. Pumbaa. That extra one probably would have done better than the red zero.
Maybe, but the 5 of a kind probably wasn't bad either.
Go to school, get better skills. Go to work, get better skills. Do stuff, get better skills.
Live life, get better.
Live life, get better. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day.
First dawn. Assuming second dawn.
Assuming second dawn. There are 2 sons.
Fair.
You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric, when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed, though you can tell they're exhausted, and they make an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Your dad smiles, and Professor Hal will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time. And come by geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help.
Shoveling dirt.
Of course you could choose your own way, but why not go help your mother? It would make her proud.
Wow.
I mean, is that not what she was like? Well, we'll support you whatever you decide to do. Oh, and as for your first idea, why don't you come by geoponics?
God forbid she gives you an idea.
I mean, of course I'm gonna go see my mom, and what she does for work is to make informed educational decision, but like... Anemone is bumping a sports ball with her wrists, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up, she shouts and bumps the ball in your direction. Look out, a ball is flying towards you. Would I have the coordination to bounce a ball back? Probably not. I don't do a whole lot of the sports ball.
Which is what it's called.
You flinch and jump out of the sports ball's way just as it careens past your head. Whoa, that was close. Anemone doubles over laughing. Nice save, Fish, she giggles, jogging over to pick up the ball. Not. Want me to show you how to do it? Okay, sure. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Anemone tells you about the new sports ball court, a proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little 0G one on the stratospheric. Her brother Calm is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. Sorry, what was that notification? Made a buzz and a sound. Okay, nothing important. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Unlocked sports ball in the garrison. I might be the sports ball champion, who knows? Hi, Dad. Yeah? Hello, my little potato. Your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? Just hanging with my friends. That Cal's a good boy, he says. And have you seen Anemone? She's been out by the garrison playing sports ball. I think she's spent every day outside since we landed. He chuckles to himself. Guess that's what happens when you've got enough brothers to make your own sports ball team. That's crazy. He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. Vertumna is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons! He shouts, throwing his hands wide. I've missed seasons! Me too, buddy. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. You just wait till dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot then, you'll see. It must be bright like all the time if those suns aren't on the same rotation.
Mm-hmm. And I think they aren't, because that's why
glow happens. That's when both of the suns are on the other side.
Yeah.
Interesting. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You've seen these plants pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth. Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Fish, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time, so long as it's productive. She points towards the engineering wing in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Hal's still expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help with the work around here. She claps her hand on your shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you need to know? I am not going to go through all of these again. Sorry, Mom. And viewers. We'll figure it out as we go. Mars. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Fish, Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. No. You walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's covering. It's so gross here, she complains. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had a climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather, she continues. Since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? I almost want to tell her to go get them herself. I don't want to be mean, though. I'm a nice bean.
See, if you wanted to be mean, you could get them and then say you ate them.
That's true. Good, Mars claps. She's probably just down the hill near our quarters, Mars sighs. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. You're very rude. Hi, Tammy. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Fish, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. Yeah, to herself. She hands you a box of wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. "One order of mango soy sweets made fresh this morning," she says. "Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now." Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. "Mars is so cool," she says fondly. "Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too." Oh, you sweet innocent child. Mars puts her hands out expectantly. "Give it here." "I ate them." "You did what?" Mars shrieks. "Those were mine! Tammy made them for me!" She crosses her arms and huffs at you. "I knew you wouldn't be good at delivery," she says. "That's what I told Administrator Seek." Mars gestures to the door behind her. "I think they're still looking for delivery people if you want to make it up to me," she says. "Tell Seek I referred you. Just try not to eat your next delivery, nullhead." That went off surprisingly less awful than I thought it would.
Right?
I didn't even lose friendship with her.
No.
Do I go to school? Be a good bean?
You get friendship with Tangent.
I do get friendship with Tangent. And I want to be a smart, studious little creature. What did I pick last month? This one.
There is benefit to, you get to do more stuff with Tangent if you keep leveling your biology creature.
Gotcha. Noted.
Also, you can also register for engineering classes.
Oh, I can! I'm gonna do that. Using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students. You're now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in engineering classes. Woohoo! Brainiac little kid. And that didn't take my month of activity, so I can study engineering. I think I might alternate between those two for a little bit.
I was going to say, because you don't get the biology, but you do get everything.
Professor Hal rubs his hands together as he waits for the class to settle down. He's in a great mood. This must be his favorite subject to teach. Excuse me. If biology and chemistry are wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. Tangent raises her hand. We will also learn about nuclear engineering, she asks. Professor Hal nods. Yes, at a beginner level. We'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Study engineering.
Man, Tangent, you're like 12.
Right?
You want to know about nuclear engineering.
I don't know if that helps. It does. Ooh, I'm getting stressed. This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning you were sure Professor Hal was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Hal walked away, his hash browns safe for today, Mars called you a liar and a dummy. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to medbay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You just want people to be normal. You just want to be normal. That one. You hope that if you don't think about it, it'll go away. You just want to be a regular kid, like everyone else. Look how sad I am in my little profile picture.
You're so stressed the fuck out.
You look at the sun medallion your dad carved for you. The one you saw in a dream before you ever saw it for real. Maybe you just got a little mixed up, or you overheard someone talking about it, and that's how you knew what it would look like. There had to be a rational explanation for all of this. Ah, yes, me, the smart, rational, thinky brain. Hi, Tangent. Tangent is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howell wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the Colony Holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. I'll help you find it. Woohoo! +2 organizing, and +1 from the extra fingers perk. You launch your own holopalm and start searching for the colony's Holonet archives for a list of autumnal plants and animals. 10 minutes later, you find it buried under survey logistics in the expedition's net. Anemone passes by and pulls a face at the two of you. Hey, holo nerds, she shouts. School's over. Come play sports ball in the sunshine. Tang just rolls her eyes. That's adorable. Anemone runs up to you. Hi, fish, she huffs, catching her breath as she grins. On the ship, adults are always saying, no running, Anemone, no running. But outside, there's so much room. I can run for 5 minutes in one direction, even more after the robo-plows clear the land for farms. I am not strong enough to train with you. Sorry, buddy. Hi, Dis. I know you don't like me. Dis is sitting on the ground outside the gate, under the watchful eye of someone working in expeditions. We're just as stuck here as we were on the ship, he mumbles, but he doesn't say anything else after that. I'm also not brave enough to ask you to eat a worm. What a shame. What? I love you. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to order another cup of coffee. You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her for, well, your whole entire life. Back on the ship, you used to play with her, were her study partner, or used to tease her. Was her study partner. Tammy was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen, and the Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Facts go in one of her huge ears and back out the other. No matter how hard you tried, she never seemed to improve. Her ears perk up hopefully when she sees you. Hello, fish. I was hoping you could help me with some homework. Of course, my dear. I lost one reasoning. Damn. Oh, thank you. She bounces up and down. You spend a couple hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes heat, one absorbs it. Why is this so hard for her to understand? I lost a reasoning for helping Tammy with her homework. The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring. Even though sometimes you feel like you get dumber after studying with her. Tammy literally stole the brain cell from me. Ugh. I have all these kudos and nowhere to spend them yet, Mars says, sighing. Seek says the depot store won't be open till next year. How am I supposed to show off how much better and harder working I am than everyone else? I do not have enough persuasion to tell her about my day. She is not pleased to hear about me or from me. Cal! Cal is riding around the geoponics garden on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance just before he eats dirt. Hi, fish. Ugh. Real ground is way harder to hover on than chip floors. There are bumps everywhere. We all have to adapt. Yeah, Cal exclaims. Things are actually way, way better planet-side. He's so cute. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. It's a skate bowl. A what now? It's like all around and the sides go up. Cal gestures to the bowl. So you can do hover tricks? He jumps on his board and shows you how it's done. Can I try? Sure, but please be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed going down one side to come back the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board with this uneven ground, but it's still fun. Yeah, make me tough. Back to school. I think it's life sciences today. No, it's relaxing time. I need to decompress. The ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedrooms are small. You share one with your parents. So colonists spend most of their time in the big common area. There's a lounge and cafeteria and a creche where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. Thank you. It's warm. Check, like, behind that thing. I try to move some stuff because the baby tries to steal things. Shh. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure where that pair went. Oh, that is delicious. Thank you so much. I needed that. Cup of coffee. Alrighty. Relaxing in the lounge. Oh, hold on just a moment. Am I still? Yeah, okay, sorry. My stream manager got shut off. There we go. It's nice to take some time off to chill after all the stress of school and work. Not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids are also relaxing in the lounge. Hooked on your holopalm. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna, sorry. Hooked on your holopalm. Sometimes the best company is yourself. You find a quiet corner of the lounge and curl up in a cozy egg-shaped chair with your holopalm. You check your HoloNet notifications. Nobody bugging you. Good. Then watch some vids from the archive. Ah, maximum relaxation. No. How do I get... What is that notification over there? With the one next to Tammy's face.
Friendship with Tammy.
I see. Okay.
9 times out of 10 when you do anything with your mom, you get friendship with somebody.
Gotcha. That's cool. This is such a cute game and I love it so much. Hi, Mars. Yeah, you still want me. So I think we're getting... Ooh, egg. I think we're getting to the point where I can't really do much with people until I get their things up. Cal is crouched beside a big puddle, staring into his reflection. It's just so amazing, don't you think? On the Strato, we could only have very short showers, and we had to reuse the same water over and over, he continues. But here, water just falls out of the sky, and then lies around in puddles, lakes even. It's a whole thing. A happy watering bot trembles by. Tammy's dad is the head of expeditions, which means he's out surveying the jungle every day. This morning, you see her crying in the doorway as he leaves. I don't like it when he goes out there, she sniffs after he's gone. But he's so brave, and so are you. That's why I like you, fish. I am not empathetic enough to share a random act of kindness. She's outside of the ship. Huh? Hi, Dis. Yep, I'm gonna make you eat the worm, and you I need to be strong for. Anemone is running around the sports ball court, touching her hand to the ground at each corner. 18, she counts. 19. When she reaches 20, she collapses into the grass and checks her holopalm. I'm training, she explains. My big bro Com says I have to get my legs climatized to the planet if I'm gonna be team captain like him. Hi, Tammy. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now, Tangent says, brushing you off. I'm working on my science fair project. We're going to show them off during the Vertumnalia, that's better, thank you. During the Vertumnalia festival, which will be held in Dust. I have very little time, please leave me alone. I need more reasoning. Too bad I lost one teaching Tammy. I get 2 reasoning from engineering. The ship's onboard intelligence congruence glides into the room on her ceiling track, and the class cheers. Congruence is so cool. She's like a person, but also a machine. She knows a lot of jokes and can tell you anything about space. She never gets bored or frustrated by your questions. You all know me, she says, but I'll bet some of you have questions about how I work. What do you want to know? How do you know so many things? My brain is big, she exclaims. It's just enormous, really. Much bigger than this little monitor you see here. And it's connected to the ship's holonet. So anything you can look up on your holopalms, I just know. What's your job exactly? Well, right now, part of me is showing animal videos to children in the creche, and part of me is here teaching you. But most of me is monitoring the engines which give us power, and the life support systems that make it comfortable in here. Do you have to eat and poop? I'm gonna ask it. She laughs, which has never sounded quite the same as a real person's laugh to you. I guess you could say I eat electricity, but not in the same way you get energy from food. But no, I have never pooped. I think it sounds kind of neat, actually. Of course you would. Congruence explains that she had to do all kinds of calculations to help fly the ship and land it, and that she was designed to provide a user-friendly interface to the ship's systems. But Hal has modeled me to be far more than that, she says proudly. Now I can even tell jokes. Why did the computer cross the road? She asks. I don't know why. Congruence smiles wildly. A series of non-binary that feels like it's also printed in multiple different fonts.
It does look feel like it's in different fonts.
Just slightly different ones.
But it's just the spacing working its illusion over wonders.
Yeah, okay. That was very funny, Congruence. Ha ha ha. That would be if I wanted to turn it off, so it is on right now. Wait, what?
So right now, both of those are off. It's saying if you want to click those to turn them on.
Oh, I see. No, I am okay with how the game works. Okie dokie. It's got a lot of ones. That's good. Oops, not you. me put you down first. And then you and you. What if I did it this way? Versus if I did it. Oh, I can't just, that's dumb. That way. It does give me more with the 1. But that one was a 3 match on both sides either way, so. I am a smart cookie. Woohoo! You wake from an afternoon nap. The dream you're in is one you've had many times. The air is strangely pink and fluffy, kind of sticky, and you have to push your way through it. It feels like every step takes an eternity. You push through the pink cloud and emerge into the children's crash, a room you know well, to see your friend Tammy standing before an enormous bear made of pure light. It lunges at her, through her, and she collapses to the ground like a fainting fairy tale princess. You wake with your heart racing. Tammy is leaning over you where you've been sleeping in a nest of pillows. She shakes your shoulder gently. "Oh, I'm sorry, Fish," she says, as if speaking to a small child. I think you were having a nightmare? Are you okay?" "Are you?" Nothing bad happened in the dream, but you feel sick with dread. "Chet, I did not get this."
We didn't see the dream last time.
No, we didn't.
Last time we just woke up.
That is so true. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Sedent is making a new kind of candy, she says. It's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? I have to go tidy the crash first. Then I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? Tammy skips off towards the crash, humming to herself. You feel groggy and need a minute to clear your head. So even though I didn't finish it, it still counts as a past life?
Theoretically, you still experienced it. So
oh, that's wild.
Memory. Okay, I didn't...
Alright. That's
so,
unfortunate,
question,
but...
Are you going to go save Tammy, or are you going to let her die?
Excuse you. You sprint down the hall to the children's creche, where the little kids play and learn during the day. It's empty. All the younger kids are probably off eating candy with Auntie Sedent. You spot Tammy tidying up some drawing supplies near the craft bins. Above her, a holo projector displays an enormous floating teddy bear made of pure light. It bobs silently in the air. Mr. Bearsworth. A decade of happy memories playing with it flashed through your mind in an instant. Tammy stands up on her toes and reaches for the switch to turn it off. You slam into her, knocking her off her feet and onto the ground. At the same moment, the holo projector sparks and explodes. The bear disperses and the whole room goes dark. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't have to watch her die again, chat. In the dim emergency lighting, you see Tammy's eyes widen with surprise and fear. She sits up and rubs her elbow, staring at you. It was an accident. I tripped. Oh, she mutters. She sniffles and wipes her nose, looking like she's trying not to cry. Are you okay? You tell her you're fine, and say sorry again for hurting her. You're just happy that you followed your dream and got here in time. You decide not to mention the dream, since she seems weirded out already. After a minute, the lights come back on. The projector is dead, a thin trickle of stinky smoke coming from the base. Don't worry, Tammy says, brightening as she gets to her feet. Professor Hal can fix it. He can fix anything. By the time you find the professor and finish clearing up, you've forgotten all about the pink candy in the cafeteria. Oh, thank gosh. I'm so happy she's alive. So everything past this is entirely new to me. Hi, Tammy. Fish, Tangent says, approaching you with purpose. We need to discuss my brother. Who? This? Yes, Dis, she says impatiently. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we've landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and She trails off and looks at her feet. Well, I'm not on very good terms with my brother as of late, but people are becoming worried. You get the feeling that Tang is the only one who's worried, but she doesn't want to talk about it. I'll go find out. Thank you, Fish, she says, looking relieved for a second before her expression hardens again. I mean, it would be a ridiculous waste of resources if something happened to him and no one knew where he was or how to find him. Right, of course. Tang doesn't get worried. You tell Dis that his sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing off to. His eyes flit briefly to yours, then he stares vaguely towards the engineering wing where his sister is reading on her holopalm between classes. He doesn't say anything. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me, he says sullenly. Tangent's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. He scowls and picks the hem of his sweater. She doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork. Okay, Dis. His shoulders slump in relief as you go. Are you practicing for Verternalia? Anemone asks, as soon as you approach. There's going to be a festival in dust season, and they're having a bot wrestling contest. I'm going to compete. You have fun with that, Anemone. I'm still not strong enough to train with you, and I doubt I ever will be. Tammy is sitting down in the grass with a baby in her lap. They're playing nicely with some flowers or a strand of beads in Tammy's hair or something. Tammy keeps gently removing her hair from the baby's mouth. Oh, Fish, she giggles as you join her. Aren't babies the best? There are so many new babies in the crash, you'd think we were starting a colony or something, Tammy laughs. But the parents are too busy doing other work, and somebody needs to take care of the little ones. She looks down lovingly to the baby who is now sucking on part of her skirt, getting it good and damp with its baby drool. That's interesting. You could help too. It would be fun. No, thank you. The baby chooses this moment to spit up a big puddle of pale yellow liquid onto Tammy's dress. Oopsie! Tammy coos, picks up the baby, then she holds them outward towards you. Could you take them for a minute while I find a towel, Fish? The baby hiccups and rolls their eyes. They still look a little queasy to you. Okay, sure. You hold the child at arm's length, willing them to keep the rest of their stomach contents in. They hiccup again, and let out a tremendous belch, as loud as a drunken sailor. You have to admit that was kind of cute. Oh, Tammy likes babies. I never would have known.
Surprising note. Oh man, now you can ask him to hear a fun nature fact. Without him being depressed.
Oh yeah, 'cause he's, yeah. He didn't lose his best friend this time. You meet your dad adjusting a watering bot in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit. His eyes are runny and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill on the stratospheric, except sometimes when the zero-G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says, nasally. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all of the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this time of year. She buries her nose deep in them, and they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful. Then he blows his nose loudly. I will sniff the flowers tentatively. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but maybe that's just the allergies. Hey, Fish, you know, the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around in the quarters wing. You know, this has such less of a negative turn on it now, Dad. You know, this month has actually been pretty great. I think I'm good.
Yeah, now that it's not, hey, do you want to breathe?
You've heard of Vertumnalia, right? Mars asks you. You know, the festival we're holding in Dust Season? I've already got my routine ready for the talent show. She flips her hair over her shoulders and laughs. If you have a hope of competing against me, you're gonna need to get creative. You don't say. I think I'm pretty creative. Alright, time to be a good bean and go to school. I think it's biology time today. Life sciences. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologists and up-and-coming chemists. Professor Hal welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon, we'll learn what I like to call the wet sciences. He gestures to his hollow, projected lesson plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything with opportunities for further study in your favorite field. Let's see, that's a 4. Saving Tammy got me a 4 card. Cool. This sucks.
That is supposed to be a second run through.
+1 to a card and change the suit. So I could do it to that one.
You know what I think would be a good idea?
Huh.
Just because it would be part of the flush is turning your 4 into a 5 and then making it red and then putting it next to the 0 and the 2 for 3 reds with a total of 7.
But we determined that they have to have the in-between numbers.
Well, yeah, for a straight. For the flash, it just needs to be color. See the underneath?
Oh, so
if you turned that 4
into a red, then I
5
wouldn't have
red,
the other yellow. So I'd have to do this one to make it into a red 2. Just to put down the other yellow and then have the third red, right? Because if I change this to a red, then it's not a yellow anymore. And I would have nothing to match with that.
I was thinking doing the blues and the reds.
Oh.
So you have the 0, the 1.
So it would be that. Oops, not that one. That one. That one. And then doing this on you.
I think it has to be blue.
Yeah. Like that. There we go. We're learning. Being a studious bean. Tangent looks up at the sky and shades her eyes. It's too bright, she complains, and it's too hot, and the nights are cold. Living on the stratospheric meant we never had to experience discomfort. Remind me, why aren't we putting our resources into repairing the ship? Oh, you poor kid. I'm still not smart enough to study with you yet. I have a medical condition! Multiple, actually. I don't know, does Raynaud's cause light sensitivity? Nah, we've read this one before. We probably read all of these before, and I probably still don't have enough biology. Definitely not. To talk to Cal. So, what do I get from going in the greenhouse? I forget. The greenhouses have different biomes inside. Not yet. No, that's fine. I will. I just wanted to read the thing. Okay. The greenhouses have different biomes inside. Growing plants from Earth that might belong in desert, jungle, or temperate forest. Some are so delicate you have to spray off any germs in an airlock before you can enter. You sneeze as you walk through the seasonal garden, spraying up pollen from nearby plants. The air feels thick and hard to breathe here. but a sign says these plants are all harmless. Yeah, I don't want to shovel dirt. Why do I feel like they're not harmless? I'm just gonna read the thingies for all the different places real quick, because I haven't actually done that yet. A small team led by Security Chief Red was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here on Bertumna, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo, and best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court. I love how sports ball still makes me stressed. I would think that would be a relaxing activity. Let's see, I think it's engineering this month. I did biology last month. That's true. Your first test, already? Calm down, class, Hal smiles. This quiz is just to find out where you all stand and what you want to learn in this class. It will help me tailor personalized lesson plans for each of you. The test pings on your hollow palm and you open it. Man, imagine being in a class with one teacher and like 5 kids for the rest of your life. What a life. It starts easy. Suspiciously easy. Sure enough, every section is harder than the last, and you're quickly stumped by a question. You know the teacher said you weren't supposed to be able to answer all of them, but you look over at Tang. She's just breezing through the test. The competitive gremlin side of you has an idea. Make a video game instead. I'm gonna try my best. Our first challenge. 133. If this has the highest value. Ooh. So maybe. I almost feel like just doing that. Not that.
Or I was gonna say
that.
Yeah.
There we go.
1113.
Yeah. Four zeros and a 1?
Thinking. Yeah.
Because I think 3 zeros and 2 1. Oh, 3 zeros and 2 1s might be better than 4. 4 of a kind versus full house. So if I do. But if I did that way. Either way, it's still 7, and it's not enough. What does the sun medallion actually do?
So.
I think this is the first time I'm going to choose to push through with taking a hit to my stress. Because I want to make Tangent think I'm smart. Victorious! You plow forward, skipping the questions you don't know and coming back for some of them later. It's a good strategy, letting you collect the easy points while not wasting time on the harder ones. I gained 5 kudos. You got an A, which means advanced class. You still got some wrong. It's a little frustrating. But the teacher tells you those questions were designed for much older students. It appears we'll be working on advanced materials together, Tang says, impressed. Thank fuck. I made myself very stressed out trying to impress you.
No stars.
No stars. No stars for me. and lots of stress. That test took a lot out of me. I think I'm gonna need to take a month off, guys. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna mute for a couple of minutes.
Like
Yeah.
names.
Yeah, you can set it to whatever you want it to be. You can tell it to call you a duck if you want it to.
Situation where a pronoun would come up, or something even semi-pronoun related, and you can type in whatever you want.
This game is so good.
Can I just change it to it's my name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just type your name in for every single one, and it'll always use your name no matter what.
All right. Oh, I have babysitting as a job now?
Because you.
Cause Tammy asked me to
Tammy,
babysit with
yeah.
her. So I played through the first, 2 or 3 years of this game the other night, and then I decided to do a run through on stream. Hi, chat. And it counted the first 3 years that I played through as a past life. So I was able to save a character.
That's cool.
That's something that you quickly pick up on, is that your character sees weird
Also, is your stream
wavy
paused?
visions.
Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us. I did turn it off when you came in.
Okay.
But you see like weird wavy stuff happening, and you then talk about like, oh, I can hear what people are going to say before they say it, and then sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't.
Sorry, I didn't want to do that against you.
Also, I'm so sorry for the way I called you, because I didn't know how to start that conversation without you immediately panicking.
We were playing the new game mode in Rivals, and
All of us were in the same
what's
match.
up? And
And I was just, hey!
I do
And
not
then you
want
let me
that
know,
to
and I'm
hurt
like,
you, so we're gonna do
I'm
this
on
this
my way
way.
to the hospital.
oh, Dracula's almost dead, so he's got great timing on that.
I think I was in the middle trying to speed eat my food when Sky came out. Just like, hey, buddy.
I said, oh, you know what? This is great. You know, I'm not great as a messenger.
A little tighter?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how much actual compression you'd like.
Will thought that you had already told me why that he was going to the hospital and why, and someone was just like, oh, yeah,
How do you want me to do both of those fingers together? Or I can just leave them undone?
Maybe the pinky wrap around that one.
Okay.
I still have to be able to drive.
That's fair.
Because we are still going to Mount Lemon. Fuck that. We made this plan a week ago. We're sticking to it.
That is fair and valid, and I can do that.
You were gonna be here
Here, let me
soon.
do it to where the...
so fucking fed with these hands.
You want that
Just
side.
hold my phone. Where's your phone?
It's on the dining room table. Fucking, I forgot to text Mo. So I was talking to them before it happened, and then I got out of my car and immediately got attacked. And so they thought I had just gone into my apartment and fell asleep, which happens a lot. So they just get a text from Ren saying, hey, don't panic. Everything's fine. Will's phone's dead. We're at the hospital. This might be too much.
It is really long.
Yeah, because I can't.
I didn't want to, yeah. I
Maybe we
think
should
that
just
might
rewrap
be
the
better.
original one.
I mean, I could just go like that. And it would just be snug around your wrist, but that's up to you.
Yeah, no, it's like
Okay.
bothering me.
That's fair. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. Okay.
Most of the pain is in my pain.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure about that either. I thought most of it was towards your hand.
It's like, so most of the pain is here, but I'm puffy everywhere.
Can I see where you tucked it under? Because that is definitely going to fall out on you.
Okay, where would you tuck it in?
Can I go under it on this side? Is this side okay?
I didn't get pain on my palm.
Okay. I'm going to tie it around this so you have a little bit more bendability in your hand.
I appreciate it. The swelling made it so hard to bend.
Yeah, and we want to make sure your fingers don't get stiff.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
So looks like I won't be drawing on our date tomorrow.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Does that feel better?
Yes, actually.
Alright. So I need to rest because I'm losing sanity.
Yeah, so like I got bit. So puncture wounds here, several on here.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, chat. My friend was kind of attacked by a dog today.
Yeah.
So we're just making sure he's all good.
One here.
Hey, can you give them some space, please, puppy?
They smell the injury probably.
Alright, I'm gonna be reading some stuff up on the screen, so I apologize, but I just wanted to let you know so it didn't feel like I was not listening to you.
Yeah, yeah.
The lounge is a long, well-lit hall under the outer hull of the ship's midsection. It's strewn with tables and cushions and serves as a communal living room for the tiny one-room spaces every family is assigned. You flop down on the lounge's big beanbag pile with some of the other kids.
I'm gonna make some hot chocolate. Do you want some?
I have a hot coffee right now, so I think I'm
Okay.
good.
Yes. And we bought a dark chocolate bar to mix it to it.
That sounds delicious. Is that the chocolate bar that Ren told me not to eat?
So originally, so that one was milk chocolate, and because I didn't want to go to the store again because we stopped. I filled your car up, by the way.
We are very grateful.
Thank you.
And it's a good thing I did because I didn't get here at 4 like I wanted to.
No, I appreciate it.
But since we had to stop and get almond milk, because I bought almond milk and then got attacked by a dog and did not go put it into my apartment.
Oh no,
So I waited, and I also had chicken in my car that got wasted.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Uh,
The almond milk container was puffy by the time we got back into the car.
So we were
Oh no. Yep, new almond milk.
So we went and got that, and we were like, since we were already there, I was like, go find a candy bar. So now we have chocolate. So now, y'all, if you do want to eat that Hershey bar, you can.
Well, I would like to, but I don't want to with this offer. It's chocolate. I will always eat chocolate.
I mean, it's in the freezer.
I was just told not to, so I haven't been.
We have it now. We have a different candy bar.
The ban has been lifted. You can now.
Can I has chocolate?
Okay.
Thank you. I get chocolate, chat. Sorry, a little bit of a distraction. That's the life that's been lifing in between my streams. Cal has a dazed, peaceful look on his face. The air smells so good on Vertumna, and so does the dirt even. You notice his clothes are filthy. But obviously, Cal couldn't care less.
It is frozen. Be warned. Would you like the other one?
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
Chocolate bar! Anemone bounces in. Holy crap! There's so much space to run around and play in. Com and Chief Rat set up an outdoor sports ball court, and it's way huger than the one on the ship. Huh? With Anemone? Oh!
This is new for me.
Tangent carefully selects one cushion from the pile and perches on it. The school's expanding to some of the empty engineering bays, she tells you. And we're getting a big new lab to do experiments using local resources. There's so much to learn about this planet. Anemone rolls her eyes, but Tang continues. We shouldn't forget our studies just because we've landed, she says primly. Tang's right, school is important. Ugh, school. Let's play outside. I want to explore the jungle. I miss space. Excuse me, sorry. School is important. Tammy nods in agreement.
Who else did you get friendship?
Tammy, but she looks upset. Her face drops and it still gave me friendship. It's scary out there, she mumbles. I'm gonna stay close to our quarters for now. You've had less of the deja vu dreams come to life feelings this week, and you're starting to think you even imagined it. But suddenly you get a prickling sensation in the back of your neck and remember that Mars is about to enter the lounge and tell everyone to look outside. You stare at the door. Mars walks through it as if on cue. OMG. Everybody look outside. They're hoisting a flag over command, she says, clapping her hands excitedly.
The Valley Girl intensifies.
You know what that means, right? She stands tall with her hands on her hips. Vertumna is officially humanity's first exocolony ever. You look out at the flag, feeling dizzy, and silently mouthing the words along to what she says next. You remember this moment so well. This is history, kids, she exclaims, wrapping Anemone and Tangent under each arm. And we were there. Okay, Mars, center of attention. I feel like forgetting blue or yellow skills is not to my benefit. It's time for Vertumnalia. Uticott and the Council have called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet Vertumna.
But at some point, you're going to get a lot of bigger numbers, or the and so you're going to
Then out, not completely removed. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear Governor Uticott's speech. In Earth's history, Uticott begins, and then clears her throat again and waits for everyone to quiet down. Ahem. In Earth's history, Vertumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebears of the Vertumna Project chose to take on such an auspicious name, in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Vertumnalia, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Vertumna, this lush planet upon which we find ourselves today. Clap, 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 clap. Everyone applauds and cheers. The members of the council all get up on stage one at a time to give their own short speeches. Governor Uticott announces each one. Governor Uticott, command. Chief Administrator Seek, command. Security Chief Rhett Garrison, Chief Engineer Instance Engineering, Chief Cultivator Flulu
That's your mom.
Geoponics. That's my mom! I say that out loud as she's announced. That's my mom!
Hell yeah!
Chief Steward of what? Antecedent? Antecedent. Quarters. Chief Surveyor Melatonin Expeditions.
It's mint, by the way.
When it's your mother, Flulu's turn. My mom's name is Flulu. She announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown from Vertumnan soil. Your eyes go to the feast table. Aboard the Stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinters, spiced up with what precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing days. What is it?
It's some new CBD that it's mint flavor. It feels cold going in.
Possibly.
I didn't even feel it.
It has mint.
Yeah.
It has mint gum. It has gum. Gum cool. Me like.
Yeah.
This year, the earth plants look even less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by some Vertumnan plants that you've come to appreciate. Juicy watato pods. Watato.
Potato.
And slabs of edible fungi. I think if I try to say that like potato, I'm going to have a stroke. Unicott takes the stage after everyone on the council has said their piece. What is a festival without festivities, she asks. Professor Hal and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-pot competition for the kids. Good luck, children. Which one do you join in? Do I want to upstage Mars? Or do I want to join the science fair? I want to this is for funsies. I'm going to go upstage Mars at the talent show. It's an all-singing, all-dancing, all-talent extravaganza. The entire colony gathers to watch the show after dinner. First up, Dis. Dis plods up to the front of the stage as a pop song starts to play. He just stands there, deadpan, staring into space with his arms at his sides, while the singer belts out the first verse. Then, as the chorus comes in, he suddenly springs to life, dancing and lip-syncing to the lyrics, frantically waving his arms and grinning manically. Then collapses back to standing still once the chorus is over. It's hilarious, but you aren't sure you're supposed to be laughing. Next, Mars performs a choreographed dance routine to an old Earth song by an AI idol. Oh wow. She has light-emitting balls at the end of her hair, which she swings around everywhere in the dim light, while controlling a small floating ball drone who dances with her. It's total overkill, but it is impressive. You turn. What do you do? A comedy routine, a magic act, or hoverboard tricks? Oh.
Imagine if you'd done hoverboard stuff with Hal.
I did. I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That's why I thought that was cute. I'm gonna do that. Hoverboard tricks. Oh no.
It is yellow.
Oh good.
So doing a 001 here with the yellow.
Oops.
would be bad.
Ouch. Hmm.
1, 1, 2, 3.
Like that? Yeah.
Oh, God, 0, 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Oh, doy. I forgot colors kind of don't always matter. Okay. If this is the highest possible value. Is that the highest I can get? I think so. Because even if I were to... Oh, not that one. Was that better? Yeah, it was. Ooh, but what if I put it, not that. Okay, you know what? Can I just... Thank you. So if I do this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, that goes down to 3. So no, I can't even put it... Alright, that's it for me. Defeated. I got $1 though.
Fun fact, you can also save before challenge.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
I didn't think you would, but I thought I'd at least let you know.
Your performance is, well, it isn't as good as whatever Mars just did, according to the judges. That was a tough act to beat. Maybe next year. Damn, maybe I will just do the science fair next year. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days' rest is exactly what you need. You feel refreshed. Woohoo! Next month.
It is mid-dust.
Hi, Tammy. Tammy almost doesn't notice your approach. She's bent over a hollow palm, intently taking notes until you get close enough that her ears wiggle and she looks up surprised. Oh, hello, Fish, she greets you cheerfully. I'm so sorry I didn't see you there. You are adorable. You ask her what she's studying, and she flushes pink and tugs in her ear. Oh, I'm not studying, she says. I'm making a list of my friend's favorite things. She laughs, a little embarrassed. And well, you're my friend, so what's your favorite color? My favorite color isn't on here, and the only other option is I hate all colors equally? This is biased! You know what, at this point I do hate all colors equally. Fine, I'll pick my second favorite color. Green! Yellow. I'm gonna say something you're not gonna like. I think you like yellow. I think your mom ruined it. Oh, that's so fucking unfortunate. I didn't know that. That's so sad. Yes, that sounds lovely.
I would like to watch. I would not like
She
to
notes your
participate.
answer, then asks what your favorite dessert is. Space cake, fresh fruit, soy sweets, spoonfuls of pure sugar. I don't like sweet things. Or dessert. Desert, I prefer the Sahara myself. To be fair, I thought she said desert first. I read that wrong because I'm dyslexic. Space cake. Tammy bounces in place. Yay! Space cake is my favorite too! She's so cute. Tammy carefully notes this as well. Okay, last question. What's your favorite toy? Stuffed animals, hoverboards, dolls and action figures, my hollow palm. Toys are for immature children. I like my hoverboard. Oh, that's Cal's favorite too. Okay, now I know what to get you for your birthday. What are your favorite things, Tammy? She presses her index fingers together shyly. I like the color yellow and my dolls, and my favorite sweet is cake. Tangent is watching a construction crew build scaffolding for the new engineering pavilion. They're using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter-long pole and stack it into place. She points towards them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirty jungle, and now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing and biology class. The book says it's what sets us apart from the animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. And if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Uh-huh, yeah, totally. Tangent nods absently, lost in her own thoughts. Humans are some of the only animals native to Earth that can sweat. I wonder, it seems so much warmer here than on Earth. Have the animals here developed the capability to sweat? Or have they adapted to the heat in some other way? Together you watch as the foreman puts the blueprints for the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her holopalm and raises it to the scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Tang says primly. Humans took defenseless... Look. Bleh, thank you, I kept reading that as a T. Humans look defenseless and weak. But we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. She puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology, she says. All of us are, really, with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic superspecies. She is so cute. Anemone runs up to you. Hi, fish, she huffs. Catching her breath, she grins. On the ship, adults are always saying, no running, Anemone. Oh, I've already read this one. My apologies. Let's skip that one for now. I'm still not strong enough to train with Anemone. Oop, there's a mush log. And then I probably don't have the stuff to do any of this yet either. Cal looks up at the sky, shading his eyes. I wonder when it's gonna rain again, he says. The heat doesn't bother me none. But after a while, the plants are gonna get all toasty. Me too, Cal, me too. Excuse me. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Hey there, kiddo. Uncle Tonin blocks your way with a smile. I'm afraid expeditions is off limits for now. It's not safe out there for kids. You better toughen up so you can join the squads when you're older. Let's look at the bestiary. We've got the float cow. These cumbersome-looking creatures are actually lighter than air due to a large helium sacs on dorsal and ventral sides. Careful balancing of helium and urine allows them to control their elevation. They produce a salty, high-protein, milky substance for feeding their young that is also nutritious for humans. The Hopeye. A communal creature with two disparate sets of eyes and one strong foot used for both locomotion and defense. Though harmless, these small warriors can be fierce in groups. The Manticore. Highly intelligent and predatory, their plumage changes according to the season. Their body is composed almost entirely of dangerous weapons. Do not approach. Hope I sure have to never run into one of those. I think it's engineering day today. The colony's robots are definitely feeling the strain of life on Vertumna. Though far less advanced than congruence, they're still too complicated to simply nanoprint new ones. Every time one goes permanently out of commission, life in the colony gets a little bit harder. You study their inert bodies in class, trying to figure out how to prolong the lives of the ones you have left, or possibly make new ones. Oh boy. What does the mush log do? +2 to a card. Yeah, I win anyway. 'Cause I'm a smart cookie. Late dust. And I you too. I'm still not smart enough to study with you. God damn it. 19. Because I lost one teaching Anemone. Tammy. Teaching Tammy. Anemone holds her stomach as you approach. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time, or is it just me? She wonders. I feel like I could eat a whole one of them mushroom trees. Just humph. She mimes shoving the whole giant mushroom in her mouth. She's so cute. They're all adorable. Do I have anyone new to talk to? No? What about you, Mars? You got anything new to say? No. Okay. Back to class, because I'm a good kid. Biology. For today's lesson, Professor Hal tells you, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over a meter a day and have a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. You're teamed up with Tang and Cal and are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up the surveyor's notes on the holonet. Mush trees, she reads, are most abundant south of the colony and the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. What if we used water instead of soil, Cal suggests, like they do with hydroponics? Tang nods. And if they like wet weather, that might work. Fish, do you have any suggestions? That sounds science-y. You fill the bucket with water and add spark snow crystals. These are sometimes left over at the end of quiet season. They're mildly acidic, which means they should lower the pH of the water. Every day you rush into the classroom to check on its progress. At first there's nothing, but by midweek your little mush tree shoot sprouts up and starts its journey. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Seeing as mush trees don't usually grow where there is spark snow, you are able to conclude that they probably don't like acid. Hey, learning what they don't like is just as important as learning what they do. Oops. Just 'cause. Woot woot.
Oh, yeah.
I am Smorat. Early wet. I know that this month is Mars's birthday, but I don't. Oh, hey. Hey, Mars, you like fruit? Hoy fish, Mars says, looking up at you down with a sneer. Your shoes are gross. That's what you get for walking around in the dirt out here, she sniffs. Not me. I'm sticking to the ship until they pave over all that icky mud. You wonder if maybe she's scared of more than just getting dirty. Have a fruit. Well, I've had better birthday gifts this year, but this isn't bad. I'll add it to my collection. Hi, Dis. It's pouring rain and everyone's trying to stay dry under the grass-roofed papalas. Everyone except Dis. Off in the distance, over at the wall near the sports ball field, he's definitely sulking. You tell Security Chief Rhett that you saw Dis up to no good around behind the garrison. Okay. He's too distracted trying to put buckets under various leaks in the roof to pay you much attention. Thank you, Fish. I'll check it out later, he says, waving you off. If there's danger to the colony, one of the lookouts will catch it. You're not so sure. You know Dis. He's very good at hiding when he doesn't want to be found. The suns. They're so warm. Cal lifts his head to face the sky, his eyes closed. Well, the blue one is just kind of warm, he continues. But the yellow one is like a heater in the sky. The grow lights on the strata were bright, but never hot like this. It's so nice. Tammy peers out of the doorway of the lounge. Her hand on the doorframe as she regards the colony with some hesitation. Are you sure it's safe out there? Fish, how can you just run around like that? You're so brave. I love her. She's so cute and sweet and innocent. Do you have anything new to say to me? No. Okay. Do I have enough reasoning to do your thing now, Tammy? Rain, Tang says, clearly unimpressed. She holds her hand out from under her umbrella and lets raindrops collect in her palm. I cannot say I am a fan. Being wet is a misery. Want to study together? You and Tangent sync your holopalms and play a game together, where you race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz at it and breezes through the levels, barely breaking a sweat. You can tell she's hiding a smile when she looks over your shoulder to help you with a particularly tricky algorithm. That's cute. Okay, back to school. Engineering this month. The classroom's projector breaks down mid-season, and Hal pivots the lesson to make it about how to fix a 3D hologram projector instead. He explains that because holoprojectors are so complicated, the colony can't just make a new one. Things like holoprojectors, hoverboards, and gene tech need to be fixed, not just replaced like they would have been back on Earth. Zero, zero, one. One, and then either 1 or 3. But 3 will probably do better. Much better. Woohoo! You're having a terrifying, familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls, unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" but your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess that must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder. It must be a thunderstorm. It's still the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with great peals of thunder like footsteps of an angry beast. Hide under the covers until it's over, run out and play in the rain, or go to your parents for comfort. Mom, Dad, I've never seen rain before. Your dad is awake too, watching the rain from the large porthole in the kitchenette. He gives you a hug, and you gaze out together. "This is good," he says quietly. "It means we'll have plenty of water for the crops. Pure, healthy water, just like on Earth. Everything is going to be okay, my little potato." You hug your dad tight and hope he's alright. My little gooseberry. Mid-wet. They're so cute. Tangent is deep in conversation with one of the other scientists. He seems to be consoling her, though Tangent's face betrays no emotion as he claps her on the shoulder and reassures her that she's doing really well for someone so young, and that everyone Jesus. Some of their samples when they were first learning. Sorry, guys. He leaves, and Tangent sighs as she goes to put her head in her hands, stopping short when she realizes she's still wearing gloves. She peels them off and digs her fingers into her eyes. "Are you okay, Tangent?" "I'm fine," Tangent replies immediately. "I compromised an experiment I was working on because the vent was still open when I was spraying the workstation down with sanitizer." She sniffs. "It's so gross here," she says. "I probably did that fungus a favor." Tangent takes a bottle of sanitizer from under her workbench and cleans while she speaks. "There are pollen spores everywhere," she whines. "And he comes over here and tells me, 'It'll be okay, Tang,' like it's his job to console me and patronize me." I hate being patronized too. Ugh, fuck the system. You sigh in unison. "I hate being you. Being young," she says bitterly. "Why don't they understand that we have higher expectations for ourselves than they do? I need to learn from my own failures." "What I don't need," she continues icily, "is someone to pat me on the head and tell me it's okay, and the adults will make it all better. I messed up, she says. Just let me fix it. Don't make a big deal about it like I'm a child with a boo-boo. I love her. I love her so much.